This is Helen Tran's EOS final project for Lighting Tech 2. And here are my color palettes. And then this is group 1. This is for grouping the channels. Individually click, it has different channel over here. Okay, back that out. Okay, on the right corner, this is the control key. Snapshots for each progress in case I lose like all of my backgrounds. So technically this is like a lighting thing. Let me show you at full, and then you just change like tilt and everything, color changes. But usually color changes doesn't really work, so I have to go to the virtual keyboard, just here, and then the settings to get to there. Okay, let me sneak enter. Get rid of that. Okay. So take that out. So group 1 at full. That's front lights. Drummer. Well, that's probably a different position. So the first part is the groups channel. Second part is the focus palette. Third part, the blue, dark blue one, is the beam palette, and the last one is micro. Micro is like something very easier to encoding for like these programs or software keys. Then let me see if I move here, back it off so you guys can see the picture. So yeah, that's why I put star, broken glass, clock, change color, can change the lighting. Supposed to be spinning lights. You can a little bit see it. Fireflies. And the flashing. It's not as bright than I want it to be. Okay. Sneak enter. Sneak enter is like technically resetting a little bit of where their lighting position will be. So we get the top light, front light at full, the guitar, just blinks. I'm not too familiar with gobos or the beam palette. It's kind of my weak point in this program. I don't really play around with it much. So, okay. Sneak enter. Sneak enter. There's also like a little keyboard thing and enter, which I need to get familiar with that. Okay, so top backlight, lead base, kind of like rotating. See color. Okay, so and enter, so resets. Okay, we'll just do both. Alright, and enter. Side lights at full. Kind of big bright. Drummer, outer, drummer again. Oh, I can't see it. Okay. See it with no lights. Just clicking. Okay. Ooh, sorry for the epilepsy. Okay, and enter. center light at full. It's only the back part, not much. Okay, and enter. Okay, so all lights is every one of them, but there's one thing that my friend and I, partner with Amy Chen, sorry Amy, is these backlights. So I believe it was 71. Okay, so I have to type it here. So 71 through 74 plus 81 through 84 at full. It's right here, like these lights, which we forgot when to put it in our, and it kind of gives the ambience of the lighting, which I thought that was pretty cool. I wish I kind of figured that out, but I think my favorite color of this is probably going to be the seawater light green, and I just made the name up, which you can do. So now we enter. Okay, and then affect that, all lights, and this is what all lights look like. Ooh, no light. Still looks like that, so low light. Alright, and enter, and then go to Q out. Okay. So this is my cue list. I only label one thing because I didn't really focus on labeling as much, which I should. This is like the whole delay when the light comes in and out. The time code, which actually does help a lot with the music cue. In order to get to the time code, you have to go to, I believe, Submaster? Nope. Show control. And then you go to each action. Cue, I only have 18, I believe. Okay. And then here's the information of the color palette. Okay. So this is a color palette for the tabs, which is direct select. It makes it easier. Let me close that. Oh, close that tab. And then to get to the color palette, which has all the by type channel information, so that way we can change all the colors instead of the individual ones, which takes a lot of time. To get to that, you just go to color palettes, which shows to that setting, this setting. Marker editor, this is this part, the gray area, which makes it easier, like I said in the beginning, to track the coding and everything. So enable, here's the commands right here. And this, like 1 through 5, is to set the cue time go on live. Instead of like here, you just press play. It doesn't play every cue, it goes by one by one by one. But with this setting, it goes throughout your whole cue list, if I remember correctly. And then color palette to record, instead of like individually click record color palette group, whatever. I believe that's what it is. And then focus palette, okay. Focus palette by type, of the channel. I'm not too familiar with submasters. I forgot why I had this one. Show control, which I already told you about the cue list right here. It's nice to have all this information, honestly, because it helps to keep on track. Beam palette by type channel, which is this dark blue. Right. And then the faders, it helps with fading in and fading out of the colors. Let me say, go to front light, full. Then I believe it was one, right? I forgot how I did this. Oh, is it? Okay, I can't remember. I'm sorry, guys. And I'm sorry for myself in the future using this as a reference. Sneak enter, go to Q, out. And the virtual keyboard, which is like technically this version, but like I guess it's like to do multitask at the same time instead of clicking this. And then here's my snapshot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Snapshot 5. In order to get snapshot, it is record snapshot and then whatever number, I believe. So alright, and we're about to be ready to see my thing. There we go. There we go. I am trying. What is happening to my view palette? There we go. It's a little error. Okay. Okay, gotta resize this a bit. Do it there. Right here. Yep. This is the best middle I can get. Alright, we are about to be ready.
Storybox Audio. Storybox Audio. Storybox Audio. Storybox Audio. Storybox Audio.
Alright, that was the end, and sorry for the distraction on this right side. I'm just showing you about the cue list that goes on while doing the coding stuff for the cue to go. Okay, and then I'm going to do it with no lights on, and I will leave it be instead of having the cue list as a distraction. Sneak enter, to cue out. Oh, there's also a timer down here too, that tells you the cue list going on. Alright, and I'm going to do this with no lights. Alright, we are ready. Oh. That, okay. Oh, hold on. Disable. Alright, let me start over. Set to 0. It's nice to set the clock to 0. Alright. try this again.
Storyblocks Audio. Storyblocks Audio. Storyblocks Audio. Storyblocks Audio. Storyblocks Audio.
Alright, that's the end of that. Go back to the setting to low lights. Let me disable. There we go. Also, it tells you the whole time part right here when I do all the whole disable and stuff like that. Okay, let me change my screen a bit. Right, there you go, and then refocus. Resize my frame right here. Here a bit. Okay, so how to get to the gobo setting? I believe you choose whatever channel. Let me go sneak enter. Enter to queue out. So go front lights at full. Okay. Also, does that be at full? It can be. Oh, that's channel 1. Front light at 50, so it changed like the beam lights. So that's why I put at full. At full is like technically 100%. At full. Alright. So get to gobo setting. I think it's right here, if I remember. It's been a while, a bit. I believe it was the pop out. That is not it. Fly mode. There's another way to get there, but technically we just play around with the intensity form right here. The form, image. I'm pretty sure there was a setting, I just forgot where it's at. It was the ML control. So if we go to, make sure like the channels are actually highlighted. So let's see, so we do color. It's also, this is a great way to do color instead of using this part, because this part doesn't really cooperate sometimes, so it's better to do these. So let's do this kind of green. I think that was intense, and then so it's in form. You can zoom in. So technically, me and my partner, we actually play around with these. The edge is like you want to make it softer, so I'll just make it like that, just for the gobo selection. You can tell like down here is also like playing around with it. It's very intense, and different types. Like it kind of combines with the other gobo. So yeah, so that's how we got ours like that. You just have to play a lot with it technically to get to that point. So to get to this setting is 5 ml control on the control panel right here. To get to this part, you have to go to direct selector here, and it tells you how many, well, it doesn't tell you how many, you just pick one, but actually before you click this, you have to do this part of how many binks you want. So like 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just kind of unselect these, but make sure you maximize button size. Okay, I'll delete that part. I believe that's pretty much I remember so far of doing this. Let's go back to snapshot, and then sneak enter, go through Q. Yeah. Alright. And this is the EOS family version 3. Yeah. Don't know why it's not. It's cute. Ow, hello. Ow. Okay. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. And the music is actually provided by my professor. Somewhere he got it from. And just didn't have time to edit out the audio person that said audio. Alright, thank you.